Good evening and welcome to our night of academic excellence. We are set to honor a large number of students tonight for a variety of their accomplishments. We also know they didn't get here alone. So the teachers in the crowd, the parents who have joined us tonight, grandparents, friends, and relatives who have helped them, we thank you for your presence tonight, but more importantly, we thank you for your work with these students over time. With that, we will begin our ceremony.
The first group we'd like to recognize tonight are the seniors with their academic excellence. Seniors in this category have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher. Jacob Bargloff, Lorelei Brady, Riker Brinley, Abigail Brooks, Camilla Campuzano, Ashley Cantu, Hoyt Crouch, Aubriana Donchi, Zach Dukert, Ian Fair, Andrea Fialo Caba, Samantha Frombach, Shaylon Gonzalez Cruz, David Hamilton, Morgan Kelly, Daniel Kemna, Dane Kitzinger, Logan Lenz, Devin Lester, Reed Luwaji, Brennan Lucas, Sarah Maudsley, Jace Mortensen, Carson Olmstead, Shriji Patel, Taylor Penning, Ava Peterson, Najli Price, Brianna Rickey, Alina Rosacker, Riley Rummel, Aiden Schmidt, Jacob Shutter, Sydney Seebecker, Remy Schaefer, Liliana Smith, Audrey Snyder, Kit Tilgis, Gabriel Thornton, Danica Van Gorkum, Jessica Vasquez Suarez, Paige Villata, Ashlyn Waldera, Seth Walker, Maggie Wartick, Jenna Wyland, Landon Welp, also Jasper Worth and Faith Zeller. Please join me in congratulating these seniors. Next, we would like to honor the juniors. In order for recognition tonight, the juniors also have to have a 3.5 cumulative GPA. Madison Adams, Brian Bover, Caitlin Burns, Kayla Busher, Isaiah Cromer, Malin Davis, Addison Dickerson, Waverly Espy, Elianis Gonzalez Torres, Evie Gunther, Ryan Haynes, Ben Helmers, Josie Jennings, Andy Jensen, Amber Johansson, Brennan Kayeski, Lauren Clem, Olivia Lampy, Jack Limbaugh, Katie Ludwig, Alex Mansky, Flynn McCann, Lauren McLaughlin, Maximo Mendoza Partida, Ava Merriman, Lillian Miller, Francesca Monje Morales. Ashton Moreno. Lillian Neve. Ezra Oldenkamp. Brianna Rickless. Riley Rigger. Jorge Rodriguez Apiao. Kara Rodert. Haley Ruley. Paige Schmidt. Drew Schucher. Hannah Severson. Carson Scow. Emma Smith. Joseph Struker. Ace Studer. Chance Studer. Haley Talbot. Olivia Tilges. Landon Thompson. Casey Van Otterloo. Ellie Vasky. Lainey Van Tiger. Emerson Waltz. Ryan Weir. Isaac Wilson. Riley Wolf. Please join me in congratulating the juniors for receiving this honor. The sophomores in attendance tonight are being recognized for their GPA also. In order to qualify, sophomores must have a 3.7 cumulative GPA. Brooklyn Adams. Jillian Burns. Tate Carter. Jorge Contreras. Nicholas Depew. Owen Ducey. Abigail Dressler. Jackson Eishen. Hannah Fillingham. Tate Garman. Elijah Garrett. Ailey Herkey. Avery Hersom. Hillary Holmes. Jordan Jansen. Blake Kayeski. Macy Knapp. Alyssa Miller. Ava Murphy. William Purcell. Tennille Phelps. Natalie Reemsma. Colin Roberts. Sam Schucher. Sophia Snyder. Reese Taylor. Summer Thompson. Allison Trunkhill. Colton Waite. Gavin Weber. Please join me in congratulating these sophomores for this honor. The freshmen recognized tonight are for their cumulative GPA, also of a 3.7 or higher. James Adams. Lillian Alley. Michael Almenarez Rodriguez. Cassidy Bierstead. Elizabeth Brinkley. Emily Brown. Jesse Brown. Naima Chapman. Mara Davis. Malia Divis. Charlie Dodds. Bella Jo Dunning. Ellie Eden. Dawson Elsbecker. Alyssa Engel. Thomas Espy. Gabriella Flete. Alejandro Gonzalez Gutierrez. Reagan Haynes. Cassandra Johansson. Wyatt Kelly. Elizabeth Kinsman. David Kissinger. Micah Kitzinger. Ada Kortenberg. Grant Kramer. Caden Keeker. Hayden Coleman. Abby Lampy. Maya Lenz. Will Limbaugh. Macy Mallory. Nathan Mansky. Maya McDermott. Hayden McLaughlin. Seth Moreno. Jackson Olmstead. Owen Orban. Hannah Perez. Jada Roberts. Brendan Sampson. Riley Scheckinger. Diedrich Schneiders. Abigail Smith. Laura Storr. Mason Ulrich. Taylor Van Otterloo. Gabby Van Tiger. Nathan Weaver. Ella Welp. Also Leah Wiltsey. Please join me in congratulating these freshmen. The next recognition tonight is the NCC All-Conference Academic. This award goes to seniors who have a cumulative GPA of 3.5 or higher and scored a 26 or higher on their ACT. I'll just start as they come up. Jacob Barkloff. They didn't have programs, sorry, my fault. Ashley Cantu. Hoyt Crouch. David Hamilton. Devin Lester. Reed Luwaji. Sarah Maudsley. Ava Peterson. And Jenna Weiland. Please join me in congratulating the seniors on this honor. The next portion of our evening is the National Honor Society induction ceremony. The induction ceremony is coupled with the academic honors as a way to look forward to what comes in the future, and also as the speakers address the pillars that are applicable to students of younger ages as well. The Algona High School chapter of the National Honor Society, including Principal Jared Cecil and co-advisors Lisa Cassins and myself, Mitty Spear, welcome you, students, parents, guest speaker, faculty, and friends, to our annual induction ceremony. We're gathered here to formally recognize those students who have been selected by the faculty of our school for successfully completing their candidacy and are being inducted as new members of our NHS chapter. For current members and those former members who may be in attendance tonight, we hope that this will serve to remind you of the standards of excellence you too are charged with maintaining as members of the nation's oldest, largest, and most prestigious student recognition program. We would like to introduce the current members of Algona's National Honor Society. Please stand as your name is read. Riker Brindley, Abby Brooks, Camilla Campuzano, Ashley Cantu, Hoyt Crouch, Ian Fair, Samantha Frombach, Morgan Kelly, Daniel Kemna, Logan Lenz, Reed Luwaji, Carson Olmstead, Shriji Patel, Najli Price, Brianna Rickey, Alina Rosacker, Sydney Seebecker, Audrey Snyder, Danica Van Gorkum, Ashlyn Waldera, Seth Walker, Maggie Wartick, Jenna Weiland, and Landon Welp. Please help me in congratulating them as they come forward.
The National Honor Society's motto is Noblesse Oblige. In broader terms, this means that those in high rank have the obligation to behave honorably, generously, and responsibly towards others. Our emblem features the keystone and the flaming torch.
The letters on the keystone represent character, scholarship, leadership, and service. They indicate and direct our purpose to serve our school, community, and all humankind, while fostering these basic values and high ideals.
Our chapter is proud to have been inducting new members since 1959, and today's ceremony indicates the continuing emphasis on excellence that we represent for our school and community. Throughout the year, members of our chapter serve as role models for other students.
In addition to the strong academic records that establish the eligibility for membership, our chapter members are leaders in many student organizations, and we serve our school and community through many activities. We are proud of these accomplishments and welcome these new members who bring new energy in support of continuing work as NHS members.
Tonight we welcome 27 of our classmates into the Algona chapter of the National Honor Society. In accordance with our constitutional requirements, students are eligible based upon their cumulative grade point average of 3.5 or higher, as well as community volunteer service hours. They also have to demonstrate meeting the pillars of character and leadership.
The students have proved that they meet all 4 pillars of the National Honor Society through a biography with supplements from letters of recommendation, a 5-member faculty council panels the reviews, and candidates and their applications for selection.
It is at this time that we proclaim to all in attendance that membership in the Algona High School's chapter of the National Honor Society has been earned by these candidates through the effective demonstration of the 4 qualities that serve as standards for the society.
Madison Adams, Caitlin Burns, Kayla Busher, Waverly Espy, Evie Gunther, Josie Jennings, Annie Jensen, Olivia Lampy, Jack Glimbaugh.
Katie Ludwig, Flynn McCann, Lauren McLaughlin, Lillian Miller, Ashton Moreno, Riley Riggert, Kara Rodert, Haley Ruley, Hannah Severson.
Ace Studer, Chance Studer, Haley Talbot, Casey Van Otterloo, Ellie Vesky, I'm trying. Analia Van Tiger, Emerson Waltz, Ryan Weir, and Isaac Wilson. You may come forward. You may now be seated.
Corey Minning is a 2000 Algona High School graduate and a distinguished member of Algona's chapter of the National Honor Society. With a strong foundation in academics and extracurriculars, Corey was a 7-year participant in science fair, golf, and the Silver Corps volunteer program during his years at Algona. Also, while in high school, Corey's love of construction was fostered, working for his dad's business, Grown and Mending Builders. He worked there throughout high school, while in college, and for a time after graduation. After graduating, Corey attended Iowa Lakes Community College, becoming one of the pioneering students to earn an AAS degree in construction technology. His advocacy for program expansion led to the creation of a second-year curriculum focusing on construction management. Corey's dedication continued as he worked as a TA, addressing student questions and ensuring safety during the student-built house project. This commitment eventually led to him to a full-time instructor role, a position he proudly holds to this day, over 20 years later. Recognized for his outstanding contributions, Corey received the 2020 Outstanding Vocational Faculty Award from the Iowa Lakes and the 2022 Outstanding Faculty of the Year honor from Community Colleges for Iowa. Each year, Corey leads students in designing and building a house from the ground up, focusing on energy-efficient construction techniques and sustainable building practices. Corey's passion for construction is contagious, as the students excel in competitions at both the state level and the national level as well. Corey is married to Kelly Colehouse Menning, and they share the joys of raising their two children, Landon and Aubrey, in their home in Algona, which he built himself with the help of some family and friends. Please join me in welcoming tonight's honorary speaker for the Algona chapter of the National Honor Society induction ceremony, Corey Menning.
Good evening, and thank you for joining me tonight as we celebrate these students being inducted into the National Honor Society and the fundamental principles that define it: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Scholarship is the cornerstone of intellectual growth. It is a commitment to academic excellence, a pursuit of knowledge that extends beyond the classroom. As members of the National Honor Society, we embrace the importance of continuous learning. We understand that education is not a destination, but a lifelong journey. I'm so fortunate to have found my passion for building and fixing things at an early age. For my 5th birthday, my parents gave me a workbench that my dad built and stocked with actual tools, not plastic toys. I would take apart toys that weren't working, and other things as well, and see if I could figure out how to fix them. Sometimes I'd take things apart just to see how they worked. And if I was lucky, I maybe could get them back together. Thankfully, I've gotten much better at that with experience and age and the aid of a smartphone. Each year, I'm very blessed to be able to have the opportunity to take my students to one of the largest trade shows in the world. We get to be some of the first people in the nation to see the newest tools, technology, products, and best practices in the construction industry. Building science is constantly evolving, and new products are coming out that continue to make our homes more efficient, more sustainable, and even smarter. I truly do feel like I'm constantly learning and trying to pass along that knowledge to my students to give them the best chance of a very rewarding career. Having taught the program that I once graduated from for over 20 years, I'm blessed to have had many graduates of the program that stay in contact with me and share their success stories. I'm so proud to be making an impact on an industry that I'm so passionate about, while at the same time helping people build a great life for themselves and their families. Service is the embodiment of compassion and empathy. It's a recognition that we are not isolated individuals, but rather interconnected members of a community. Through service, we contribute to the betterment of society, creating a positive impact that extends far beyond ourselves. I feel it's important for oneself and one's growth to have a service mentality. If you see something that needs to be done and you have the ability to do it, why wait to be asked? Take the opportunity to lend a hand. Even small acts of kindness can have a huge impact on people, such as holding the door for a stranger, giving a passerby a smile, and donating your time and talents where you can. I've never felt worse after helping someone in need. And by helping someone out, you not only help them feel better, but you can make yourself feel better as well. I try to live my life with a service mentality, and I highly recommend it. I almost always have a smile on my face, and I think that's mostly due to the satisfaction I get from helping out people and my outlook towards life. Leadership is not merely about holding a position. It's about inspiring others to achieve their best. As National Honor Society members, we embrace the responsibility to lead by example, fostering an environment where each person's potential is recognized and nurtured. I try to do this with my students every day. Leading by example is more effective than you might think. You don't have to make some grand gesture to make a difference. In my program, we cover way more than just construction. Life skills can come out at any time, like when we do an impromptu tie tying workshop with the box of ties I keep in my office. Perhaps it's when we write a thank you letter to a guest speaker or a business that's donated to my program. Everything I do in my program is to help give my students the best opportunity possible to live a rewarding life and have a great career. I think I was bound to learn this, as both my parents instilled this in me from an early age, and both of them lead by example. Character is the bedrock upon which everything else rests. It's the moral compass that guides our decisions and our actions. Upholding high ethical standards and integrity is not just a choice, but a commitment to being a person of substance and honor. Again, I feel I was destined to learn this, as both my parents, with examples. I have countless stories of how they demonstrated character. It's hard to pick just one. But years ago, when I was about 6 or 7 years old, we were leaving the pool of a hotel, got in an elevator to head back to our room. The door started to close just as a couple of kids ran up and got their hand on the door just in time to open it back up. They were panicking as one of them had a very large cut in their leg and was bleeding pretty heavily. My mom told me to give her my towel as she hadn't been swimming. My mom immediately wrapped her leg up and applied pressure over the wound and took the towel with them to get the help they needed. I remembered thinking, geez, she just ruined my towel. Later, after the ambulance had came and took the girl and her family to the ER, I asked my mom why she did that. She said it was the right thing to do, and if we didn't do it, who else would, as no one else was around. She then apologized for ruining my towel, but said a towel can be replaced very easily, but that girl was irreplaceable, and she needed our help right away. I'm sure you can all think of a time where you witnessed someone's character in action. Perhaps you've heard character described as doing the right thing, even when no one is looking. It's a simple definition, but it's one of my favorite ways to think about it. I challenge each and every one of you to do just that and make a habit of it. In embodying these pillars, we not only distinguish ourselves as scholars, leaders, and individuals of character, but also contribute to the collective betterment of our community and society at large. Let us remember that the true impact of the National Honor Society lies not in the accolades it bestows upon us, but in the positive change we can bring the world through these 4 pillars: scholarship, service, leadership, and character. Thank you, and congratulations to you all.
Thank you, Mr. Menning. The 4 characteristics for membership to the National Honor Society induction are high character, outstanding academic scholarship, quality leadership, and service to school and community. Students Sydney Seebecker, Sergi Patel, Riker Brindley, and Morgan Kelly will speak in regards to these pillars. First, Sydney Seebecker will speak about the importance of character.
Character. Oxford Dictionary defines it as the mental and moral qualities distinctive to an individual. Character is what makes you you. It is the internal drive of character that leads you through life. Maybe you find it in religion, maybe in your parents, maybe in a celebrity. In any way you find it, it is important to have. Something to remind yourself on the days when it's hard. Once you develop your character, it will continue to grow within. Good character is not handed to you on a silver platter. Instead, I think it is something one should strive for, to be fought for in constant action and thought every day, endeavoring to make the right choice constantly. If you choose to respond negatively to things, you will become a negative person. If you choose to smile at people in the hallways, you will become a friendlier person. Your character is what you choose. Without a good character, it is nearly impossible to attain your self-respect. Without respecting yourself, it is nearly impossible to attain the respect of others. We have to fully be the person we want others to see us as. Not just seem that way, but fully and truthfully be that way. We ought to make a conscious effort every moment for the good of our character. We need to demonstrate qualities of respect, responsibility, trustworthiness, fairness, kindness, joyfulness, and citizenship. We must actively choose to embody character in every fiber of our being, so that we may hope to prove by example that we value character. To quote the Greek philosopher Heraclitus, the content of your character is your choice. Day by day, what you choose, what you think, and what you do is who you become. Don't hesitate to become great. Next, Sergi Patel will address academic scholarship.
The importance of academics. What are academics and what do they mean to you? How can one succeed in their academic journey? Does it mean studying harder? Well, the answer can depend on the person. The purpose of academics in your life is whatever you make of it. Knowing the lasting benefits of academics makes it important to take advantage of a formal education. However, there's only one way to succeed in your academic journey. It is through diligence and effort. The effort that you put in your education will only lighten your path to success. Trust the process and have faith in yourself. Persist and believe in your capabilities. Push through obstacles that may seem impossible. Take advantage of valuable lessons. And finally, stay focused and driven for academic success. because your dedication will be rewarded and good things will be coming your way. Next, Riker Brindley will speak about having quality leadership.
The challenge of leadership is to be strong, but not rude. Be kind, but not weak. Be bold, but not bully. Be thoughtful, but not lazy. Be humble, but not timid. Be proud, but not arrogant. Have humor, but without folly. That was a quote by Jim Rohn. I believe that it perfectly describes the challenges of being a leader. Effective leadership is the cornerstone of a school and community. It is not merely about taking charge, but about inspiring and guiding others towards common goals. A true leader is proactive both inside and outside the classroom, always striving to empower their peers and contribute to collective success. This requires sacrifice, as leaders prioritize the needs of the group over their own interests. Leadership demands unwavering confidence and determination. A leader must be willing to forge ahead, even when faced with doubt or hesitation from others. They serve as a beacon of strength and inspiration, driving progress and fostering unity. No matter how abundant the resources or power within a school, without effective leadership, they will always remain underutilized. A wise leader knows how to harness these resources to bring meaningful change. Leadership is not a one-time action, but an ongoing commitment to guiding and uplifting others. In essence, leadership is a shared responsibility that extends to every member of the community. Each individual has the potential to lead and make a positive impact. It is through collective effort and collaboration that the true potential of a school and community can be realized. To lead is a meaningful and substantive task to each of NHS's members. A very fitting quote for this evening comes from John F. Kennedy. He once said, "Leadership and learning are indispensable to each other." Thank you. Lastly, Morgan Kelly will address service to the school and community.
Service can be established in the routine of a day's work, where many opportunities arise to help others in your school and community. A desire to help others for someone else's benefit without receiving recognition or compensation is the sought-out quality of service in the National Honor Society. Service also requires integrity to do the right thing even when no one is watching. Being committed and selfless when volunteering our time will ensure the creation of a better tomorrow. President H.W. Bush once said, "There could be no definition of a successful life that does not include service to others. Choose to serve and you will never go wrong."
At this time, will the new inductees please rise, raise your right hand, and repeat the pledge?
I pledge to myself to uphold
the high purposes of the National Honor Society,
to which I have been selected.
I will be true to the principles for which it stands,
and will maintain and encourage
the high standards
of scholarship, service, leadership, and character.
You may take your seats.
At this time, I would like to introduce Mr. Jared Cecil, Principal of Algona High School, as he recognizes our newly elected members with a pin and certificate. As your name is called, please come forward to receive your pin and certificate and sign the official chapter register.
The new members of National Honor Society are Madison Adams,
Caitlin Burns,
Kayla Busher,
Waverly Espy,
Evie Gunther,
Josie Jennings,
Andy Jensen,
Olivia Lampy,
Jack Limbaugh,
Katie Ludwig,
Flynn McCann,
Lauren McLaughlin,
Lillian Miller,
Ashton Moreno,
Riley Riggert,
Kara Rodert,
Haley Ruley,
Hannah Severson,
Ace Studer, Chance Studer. Haley Talbot. Casey Van Outerloo. Ellie Vasky. Elena Van Tiger. Emerson Waltz. Ryan Weir. Isaac Wilson.
On behalf of the Algona Community Schools and the many thousands of honor students throughout the U.S., I welcome you into the National Honor Society. Congratulations to you, to your parents, and to your friends who have helped you in obtaining this honor. Thank you to all the speakers and advisors for help making this introduction ceremony a success.
Thank you all for attending our National Honor Society induction ceremony. This concludes this evening's activities. You are all invited to join us in the PAC lobby for a reception to honor all of the students recognized tonight. All students must remain in the Performing Arts Center for pictures of both the academic honorees and National Honor Society members before attending the reception. Thank you.